For Inside the League, I'm Stratton here with Tank Carder at on site here in Tampa at the East-West Shrine game. Tank is a linebacker with TCU. Tank, first of all, take me through a little bit how you went through the agent selection process, when you really started considering things, how you went, did you select finalists? Kind of take me through that right there.
Actually, we had an agent day at TCU. I'm sure a lot of colleges do that, and there's 5 or 6 people who came and met with me, and I staggered them down to about 2 or 3 that I was really interested in, and I kept in touch with them all through the season and talked to them, and then towards the end of the season, I had got it down to 2, and it was a really tough decision. Obviously, my agent's Kelli Masters. She's an awesome agent. She's a woman in a man's world, I guess you could say. But I chose her. She's great. She's everything. If anybody wants her as an agent, I would definitely recommend her. She's hands-on. She's always there when you need her. She's never busy if you need her there for you. She's always going to be on call, and that's what I looked for was my needs as a player, and that she could give me that when I needed it. So that was probably one of the main reasons that I chose her, and just she's a great person, and I felt that she had a lot to offer for the things that I had.
How much did TCU prepare you for the process?
Really, I'm not gonna say they didn't, because they talked about it, but we didn't really take many classes about it. There was actually I did take a class. It was kind of like agents and stuff. It was one class that we took, and I think it's actually for credit, but I feel like if I remember correctly that you're required to take it, and they let you take the class, and they teach you all about agents and what to look for, what to look out for, and things like that. And it definitely helped out a lot with the process leading towards the end of the season, and being able to manage everything about talking, not talking, when to talk to them, what not to do, what to do. So it really helped out a lot, and I feel like that was one of the main reasons how I chose my agents.
Other than the class, what other things did TCU do to help you in your selection process? Was there anything else?
Just as a position coach, just talk to you about just things that you need to look out for. Really just because there's guys out there that don't have not bad intentions, but not so good intentions at the most. But it's all a process. All guys got to go through it, and it's some guys they take it on their own. And I kind of wanted to do it on my own just to get a feel for everything that was going on and kind of see how everything was going. So it was awesome, and it was a great experience at TCU. They prepared me, I guess, the best that I think that they could.
Tank, how much did you lean on your parents in your selection process, or did you use them at all? Was it strictly a Tank Carder decision?
It was all my decision. I went to them to consult with and talk to about, but actually they really were interested in the other person that was involved, and I just it was my decision overall, and I told them that they had no problem with that at all. They weren't forcing me to do anything. All they were there is just to give their opinion, and it was awesome for that, and it was a pretty easy decision towards the end whenever things came down to it, and I had to make my decision.
Okay. Did you make your decision pretty much after the regular season, or did you push it off until right after the bowl game? What's your timetable there?
I made my decision probably 4 or 5 days after the bowl game, and there was 2 in the running for maybe 2 or 3 weeks that I was considering, and after the bowl game, I made my decision. It was probably close to a week, and I made my decision on who I wanted to go with.
When you went into all this, did you ever think, man, I'm going to wind up choosing a woman? Did that ever enter?
Not at all. Not at all. She was the most. She came to almost every game. She probably came to 8 out of my 13 games in the season, and she was really there the whole time. And towards the beginning, it was kind of like you said, it was a woman in a man's world, and it was awesome that she was there. And I could even before I signed with her, I could even ask her questions, call her anytime I wanted, and ask her if I had anything that I was wondering about or anything I could ask her. So she's, like I said, she's been there from the beginning, and towards around halfway through the season, 3/4 through the season, I started really considering that she could be a legit option that I could have an agent as, and it turns out she was, so I chose her.
Okay, awesome. For Tank Carder, I'm Stratton from Inside the League here on site in Tampa, the East-West Shrine game. Thank you.